Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your tarot reading for September 1st through the 7th. This is going to be a collective, intuitive, general reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. The North Node is in your sign, Pisces, and on September 7th, the lunar eclipse is in your sign in Pisces at 15 degrees, 23 seconds. So there's a total closure happening here, with the total lunar eclipse happening on September 7th, wherever you are. There's some radical changes here, Pisces. This could be like saying the final goodbye to some bad habit, but we're going to go ahead and dive in. So let's go ahead and start with your angels, your guides. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. A total eclipse in the sign, lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So show me what is here for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for the first week of September, from the 1st through the 7th? Now we also have a partial solar eclipse in your opposite sign of Virgo at 29 degrees. That's happening on the 21st, but this reading is for the first week. This is happening for your eclipse. Now, Pisces. Yep, this is the final goodbye. You are at the end of a difficult phase in your life, a cycle in your life. It says, call upon your angels to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. I'm saying the name Caressa, and I'm also saying, Pisces, Akasha. So you may be somebody who is very in touch with the Akashic records. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and to help them awaken to their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So when it comes to you, Pisces, these are themes around spirituality. These are themes that could be playing out that have solitude, also connecting with the afterlife. So you may be connecting through your dreams at this time, having prophetic visions, prophetic dreams. But there's something also here that I feel, Pisces, that you're coming to the end of when it comes to healing, finding closure, ending a cycle in your life here. This is also dream life, like I was saying. These connections could be to negative thought patterns that you're ending now. These could be to things that were hidden, things that were around mental health or well-being, bad habits like giving up smoking, giving up drinking. This could be 12th house, like an experience of a sense of alienation that you may have been going through, and beginning to learn to enjoy your life, or beginning to enjoy even if you're living alone, right? Through your spiritual practices, there is a sense of finding enjoyment in these areas, and this is your divine life purpose. Now, on the 1st of this reading, Saturn stations retrograde back in your sign. It'll be there for the next 5.5 months. It's finishing up to 29 degrees of Saturn in Pisces. So look in your chart. Where do you have this degree, or where are you when it comes to the 15 degrees? Looking in your chart here. Let's go ahead and put these cards over here. And I just want to look at my notes. And my notes are saying, yep, we are finishing off a cycle here, which can take us right into February. And also, for a lot of us, there's something here that you're just saying a final goodbye to, okay? So let's go ahead and get some romance oracles. When it comes to relationships, romance. What is the advice here for Pisces for romance? The tides are definitely turning and shifting. This month is a big month, September. Fated events that are unfolding. And happiness is just waiting for you. So the moment happiness is, it's like the moment you say, okay, I'm going to be happy in this situation no matter what. I'm not going to let anyone take away your happiness, is what I'm feeling here. You are here to take this lead. You're a leader in the spiritual community here. This is how you help others to awaken their spiritual gifts. So you may be somebody here who's a Reiki healer. You may be somebody here who's a psychic. You could be somebody here who is using their spiritual gifts in a way that people see that you have the ability that's helping them. Well, the greatest experience in life is being rewarded when you're in service. So you're in service here when it comes to helping others to ascend. For some of you, this is your soulmate that we're talking about. So when it comes to romance here, you're in a soulmate union, a soulmate connection here. I'm feeling here that, yes, we're talking about a soulmate when it comes to love. One more, please, and thank you. Slow down. Trust, yeah. So you may have trust issues with this person, and it's calling for you to have faith here, okay? For some of you, you may be in this soulmate relationship where you're on a honeymoon period, whether this is you just recently got married, you just recently entered a relationship, or for some of you, there may be a renewal with the soulmate. So it can tell me that also you may be taking a trip, a vacation. It may be some kind of a vacation near the water. I'm seeing the gondolas here. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together here. And the situation is calling for you to have more faith in this relationship here, okay? So I feel that this is a test of faith here that you have in this relationship. I'm almost feeling a renewal around this here, okay? It's like there's this energy here of the honeymoon. Like, you know that saying, well, when the honeymoon's over, right? When the honeymoon's over, back again to the trust issues. A situation that you might be moving forward in, but you don't fully trust them. And that's why it's saying you need to trust how this situation's going to unfold, okay? There may be something here that you may be avoiding, that you're avoiding not seeing, avoiding something in a situation here. Okay, you may be on guard. And there is a test of faith that's happening here. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot. This is for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for Pisces. Well, the North Node is in your sign, so the North Node is taking you into your highest timeline. This is where you are. You're in your highest timeline, but you're actually stepping into a leadership role. So this can happen, like I'm feeling, from now to the next 5 months. This is your attitude to life. This is how you approach life, how you take the lead. Pisces. A need to letting go of limited beliefs. I'm also seeing I have new love that I didn't see. New love. So for some of you, there is a new relationship here, okay? This could be, for some of you, you're parting ways in a relationship here. So I'm getting definitely two sides. So some of you are definitely in a new relationship, a new partnership. This person may be wanting to travel. This may be a travel time. You may be traveling. Here in America is Labor Day, so there may be some travel, some vacation. You may be taking off this weekend. Your overall energy is the High Priestess. Yes, you are a spiritual leader. You have spiritual gifts. Now, you have an inner knowing here, and it's telling me, trust your intuition. That's your card, Pisces. The next card is Nine of Cups and the Strength card. Yep. Overcoming a difficulty in your life here, and the Ace of Cups is here. There is a renewal. There is a new beginning that's opening up here for you. The Ace of Cups is, you know, when the Ace of Cups comes out, this is romance is overflowing here. Especially this cup plus the 9 tells me this may be your 10 of Cups here. Whatever it is, the struggle is ending here. You've been in some situation that you're overcoming here. And you've had to have a lot of strength and a lot of courage to overcome this dynamic here. Once again, this high priestess is in touch with the occult. So you may be a psychic. You may be somebody here who is very aware. Like the high priestess, she doesn't need the proofs. She goes by her intuition. She can read a room, she or he, right? So it tells me you're very in touch with your intuition in this situation here. It also feels like you do have the strength and the courage overall here to overcome some major difficulty. The Nine of Cups, I almost am seeing like, for some of you, you may have been single, you may have been independent, living on your own, but it also feels like you're getting ready to let go of something here. This is a wish fulfillment that's coming in for you. Something you've been wishing for, and Spirit heard you loud and clear. There is a new beginning, and it's going to come in with a shake-up here. Ace of Cups in the Tower moment. The Seven of Wands. So there's some sudden shake-up that could come in. Like this Ace of Cups can be coming in with the Tower moment. It could be coming in with lightning, like lightning shocks. Because the Tower moment is Mars and Scorpio. Well, Uranus is going to be stationing retrograde in Gemini on the 6th of this reading on September 6th. There's a wild card here, okay? This is a wild card. This tells me something you weren't expecting here. So you may be feeling challenged in this situation with the Seven of Wands. You may be in a situation where it happened so fast that it's like out of the blue, here comes love. Now, it almost feels like this could be shocking. This could be something that shocks you. It comes in out of the blue, out of nowhere here. Something here that's coming in that changes everything. And you're going to need to remain balanced with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can tell me you got a lot on your plate right now that you're juggling, okay, with the Two of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And it says there's some kind of challenge here. There could be somebody here that you've been going back and forth with, okay? Like I'm feeling here. It almost feels like, yeah, because I'm seeing the new love and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody that you were going back and forth with, Seven of Swords. This is my Thief card. Somebody here that's been lying to you. That's why there's trust issues. You don't trust this person. You may be connecting with a Gemini. You may be connecting with a player, Knight of Wands. Somebody here that betrayed you in a situation here. Somebody here that may have had other options in love, okay? There could have been somebody here cheating, lying, stealing in a relationship here. And you're having some kind of throwback with this person. But I almost feel like this Tower moment that's coming in is going to be that final goodbye. Seven of Wands. You're telling somebody here goodbye because clearly here, you got your confidence back, Queen of Wands. For some of you, you're definitely getting ready here to be empowered and taking action is what I feel. You're going to be taking action in an area of your life here, Pisces, is what I feel. It almost feels like, you know, this is the villain area, right? If you were the one who was feeling like you were scandaled in a situation or you were victimized in a situation, you are the victor. So things are turning around. The story is definitely turning around. This brings the final closure. The Tower moment tells me something here is collapsing. It's falling apart here. Because so that a new beginning can start, Ace of Cups. So that you can move towards your highest purpose here, okay, when it comes to a relationship. There's definitely somebody here, maybe you have options when it comes to the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you have a choice here to make. Maybe you're trying to prioritize your finances at this time. But I do feel like you're definitely blocking somebody here. So you may be feeling very guarded. Maybe feeling like it's time to block somebody here. It's time for that final goodbye. And there's radical changes that are happening. This Tower moment is exposing the truth. What's going on with the Tower moment. That's what it is. It's exposing some truth, some lies, some scandals when it comes to relationships here. Yeah, there was trouble because my nose is starting to itch. That's an omen. You definitely had trouble in the waters here with this person. So let's go ahead and do love and money. I'm sorry, money, finances, career for Pisces. Money, finances, career for Pisces. The angels want you to know, I just did Cancer's reading. You may be connecting with a Cancer in your chart. But if not, they had this card and it says, God is in charge of how that money will come to you here. So have faith and don't worry, okay? It almost feels like the divine is definitely intervening in this. Money, career, finances for Pisces. Show me money, career, finances. The High Priestess wanted to come out in reverse. There's something here that you need to trust your gut on. Because there's been some challenge when it comes to work, finances, and career. There's something here that you definitely know. Like, you know these people don't got your back. You know that these people are jealous. These people are talking about you behind your back. You know who I'm talking about here with the Five of Wands. So when it comes to a circle that you're connecting with, okay, a group of people here, there's a lot of disagreements when it comes to work and finances. The High Priestess tells me, like, a lot of people are not going to agree with you that you're following your path of spirituality, that you are somebody here who is here to lead the way. Because I got the Chariot with Cancer. So you may have Cancer in your chart or connecting with a Cancerian at this time. And I am definitely feeling like you know the truth in a situation. You have the facts, you have the proof, you have the receipts. The Queen of Swords, man or a woman, is highly intelligent. There's something here that you are definitely cutting away from. Like, I'm feeling it's like you're finding out the truth in a situation, Leo. And you need to be prepared, Pisces, for the next step in your life. This is where you'll be happy. You'll be in a situation doing what comes natural to you, your God-given right, your God-given ability. The Nine of Pentacles tells me you're a boss woman or a boss man. You're definitely leveling up in your career and in your finances. Three of Pentacles, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of collaboration. There's a lot of you taking that initial step towards fulfillment that leads to victory and celebration. There's a lot that you will be celebrating, like I'm feeling in the month of September here. There is gaining recognition in this area. So it feels like your numbers are going to go up here. If you are somebody who's a social media influencer, you definitely have a rise in your increase of subscribers. People are seeing you winning in a situation. There's a lot of popularity. And I feel whatever this energy is, these were people here that I feel that were creating tension and conflict. But you're out of there. For some of you, you are making some big career changes. Yeah, some radical changes, but it's moving you into the sun. It's moving into a more positive atmosphere. Leo energy, more fun, more loving, more changing the way that you view the situation. As you prepare to make a decision, a choice, you will have progress. There may be like a needing to maybe move out of the perimeter where you were with the Chariot. Like, you may have a new set of wheels, a new car. Whatever direction you're going to now, this is the preparation steps for you. It's time, like I felt, to get your mind focused on what does bring in happiness, what does bring in joy. Because the Sun card is a card that's the highest card in the tarot deck that you could get, which tells me everything is going to work out in your favor in this position. This isn't a professional sector of your life. This is about getting the job done correctly, even if you need to get a professional advice on something here. Because Saturn stations retrograde in your sign for the next 5.5 months is going to tell me there are no shortcuts to this, right? Saturn requires the hard work, the dedication, and the discipline. It's saying there will be, like, I'm feeling like these Five of Wands, these people were not responsible in this situation. And I feel you are taking your actions that you're taking now is thinking very intelligent. You might be riding solo, doing something by yourself here, on your own, building this up. But you're definitely headed towards success in this area of your life. Well done. A lot of coming into alignment with your goals. So let's go ahead and get love advice. Pisces, if this is resonating, go ahead and let me know down below. I'd be so grateful for a comment and a like. It helps my channel to grow, but it also helps me to connect with you. Five of Cups, there's some kind of loss when it comes to love. There's some disappointments here that emotionally did not bring you peace. This is in love for Pisces in love. Connecting with Pisces in love. Show me Pisces in love. Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and King of Cups. You're done. You have a recovery here when it comes to recovering from a relationship here. The 9 tells me you're at the final stretch here. There's something here that's completing out. The 9 of Swords, you've lost a lot of sleep over this. You've cried a lot of tears over it. Like I feel no more. The World card tells me there's a significant chapter that's closing out here. So the World card tells me you're getting ready here to move into the unknown. You're facing the unknown in the situation with the Moon. There may be fears or insecurities around this relationship here. You may have lost a lot of financial abundance. You may have lost some finances in this situation. I don't want to say abundance, but because you have your abundance when you're in the King of Cups. This is you, Pisces, man or a woman here. You're emotionally balanced now and you're taking control of a situation. I feel you were very generous with this person. That's what I feel. I also feel like with the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, you were dealing with somebody who was a miser or somebody here that was creating a lot of resistance. Like this person is not moving. They're not going to change. This person is stuck in their own same ways, okay? So this is somebody who is avoiding seeing whatever their blocks are, because there's a block with the Two of Swords. Yeah, Mars and Aries. So you may be a cusper, Pisces, Aries. You may be dealing with somebody who was an authoritative figure, somebody who had a lot of control in this situation. They may have been controlling finances, trying to definitely, Six of Cups, somebody you've been reconciling with, somebody who has returned or somebody who wanted to. But in love, like I feel, you're recovering from this situation. If you were in a feeling of feeling the loss, if you were going through a dark night of the soul kind of an energy here on your own, things begin to shift. Big turning around with the World card here. This is a card of Pluto. It tells me there's a new phase that's opening up in your life, a brand new phase. And this new phase is going to lead into the unknown. We're going to have to face our insecurities. We're going to have to face our fears in this situation, is what I'm feeling here for you. So, yeah. Tell me what the World card is that's coming in love. Yeah, Ten of Wands. No more breaking your back for this person. No more taking on the load by yourself. There's a lot of resentment that's been hanging on. Tens are a number of a completion again. Something here that's been dragging on and on with the Ten of Wands. And now it's saying just drop it, surrender it, let it go. Trust how the outcome will happen here. The Moon card, yeah, there once again, Chariot, because you're moving forward. What is the Moon when it comes to this relationship? Four of Swords. You're recovering here. For some of you, you may be in recovery, recuperating, but not to worry because you are getting your confidence back and that fire in your belly with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's been this breakup, this shake-up here. The Four of Swords with the Moon. You may be having intense dreams right now, connecting with this person or having a lot of prophetic dreams because the Four of Swords with the Moon card. Yeah, this is definitely connecting, like I also feel here, with with your confidence, your spirituality. There's a sense of solitude I'm also picking up on. Now, because I've got two different kind of energies, I'm going to go ahead and do Pisces singles. What's coming for you, Pisces? For those of you who are single, Pisces, what's coming in love the first week of September? Total eclipse, lunar eclipse in your sign. This is a very great purpose that you have with being a spiritual leader here in your community. Singles in love. Singles in love. Singles in love. You're moving forward here. There is a block that was here, but I feel that you are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is something that's regretful but necessary to do. You may have a lot of air in your chart, Pisces. You may have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the Chariot card tells me Cancer energy here. So for you in love, Cancer represents home, foundations. You may be relocating. For some of you, there is a move that's coming in for you. So this may be moving overseas. For some of you, not all of you. But I am seeing you being very direct. And I also feel, Pisces, you're keeping things to yourself. Don't ever expose your next move or your plans to anyone here. Because you got people here that you cannot trust. You got people here that are not seeing eye to eye with you, that are causing conflict about why you're moving on. I feel you're moving into a whole new chapter of your life here in a relationship. Wonderful. The Two of Swords, maybe you have been a little bit indecisive. Should you go? Should you make this move? But for some of you, the Two of Swords tells me you may have gotten a little bit too much information or influenced by these people who don't have the same opinions as you. These are people that bring in tension and conflict here. Everybody's fighting to be heard here. And I feel that, Pisces, you know what to do. You are intelligent enough to know to make up your own mind and think clear when you're making a big move, a big decision here. I'm also feeling with the Queen of Swords, you've been solo for some time. You may be divorced. You may have even been a widow. The Queen of Swords can be somebody who has lost somebody in a relationship. But I feel you're standing your ground now and you are making some move. You're thinking very logical here. I feel that there's a lot of cutthroat people around you that have been keeping you with this heavy burden. The Ten of Wands is saying, you know what, with the Queen of Swords, that you can no longer carry these burdens, okay? Tens are a completion here. Like somebody here is going to be very sad to see that you go, but I feel you're coming into clarity. This is energy of Chariot, tells me willpower and determination to know the direction to move forward. I feel you now know which way to go forward. For my single Pisces out there, yeah. There's been a lot of sleep that you've lost, maybe even having some anxiety over this, Two of Wands. But it's asking you to prepare, because I feel that your preparation may not be the final details just yet, but I feel that you will be saying them, because the Six of Swords is like, okay, you got the rite of passage. Okay, you can move on, you can move away. Yes, you can travel at this time. It's like saying you will see the light at the end of the tunnel, because you're leaving this situation here where there's been a lot of conflict. So Pisces, let's go ahead and get you. Did I get you a Wisdom of the Oracle? No. Let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle for this reading. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Very important month for you. Eclipses eclipse what no longer is in alignment with you. So it's like something here's got to go, and a new beginning is unfolding here for you. What's the card for Pisces? One card, please. Most important message for Pisces. Look at this. Happy, happy is at the bottom of the deck. number 26. Some of you could be born February 26, doesn't have to be. And then I have 30, number 30. Tick tock, so the clock is ticking. Timing is going to be everything. Divine timing means whenever, however, it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and read from this. Number 30, tick tock. Page 112. If this reading is resonating, let me know below. If not, do check out your other zodiac signs. Something here is about timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. It says, and then when it comes to, I'm going to read the relationship. It says, love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's productive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season. It's divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticking according to the beat of your own heart. Some of you are going to be marching to the beat of your own drum here when it comes to relationships. It says, in perfect rhythm, isn't that wonderful to know that love is always right on time? This love is right, it'll be right on time. And you are moving, like I feel your next step, the next card said here, you are at the end of a cycle in your life and you're moving to a place where happiness awaits you. Double confirmation here. So the timing, divine timing, whenever, however it happens, you will know when it is right for you to make this move. And it is a move that leads to your happiness and well-being here. A prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by, Pisces. So that's what I'm saying here. I'm also seeing this. It says, so what's all the fuss about? Not having enough time? Nope. It says the prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. There's prosperity here. Your prosperity is co-created as they occur in human-made time and eternal efforts of the most important manifestations. So I'm going to leave that message there. I'm feeling called to leave this message off with a message from the universe for you, Pisces. One card for Pisces. Several timelines are playing out right now for you because you are connecting with a higher timeline when you're connecting with spirit here. So you have access to, when you have access to the spiritual world, it tells me you're a spiritual warrior. As above, so below here. This is your card. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. Okay? So, no regrets here. I love you. I forgive you. It's like that meditation by from Hawaii, can't say clearly. You know what I'm talking about. The Hopi meditation. I love you. Please forgive me. That message. Because there's a lot of energy that comes with freedom by releasing yourself and forgiving others as you forgive yourself. And this is where the timing comes in now, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. I hope this reading helped you. Thank you. And I am very grateful for all of your likes and all of your subscribes. Have a blessed month. We'll see you in the next read.